Giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kagadash, and double honor to the men of Great Millstone that's out there on the highway, day in and day out, rain, sleet, and snow, as well as over the internet, spreading the truth across the whole world, reaching the hopeful elect. Yahweh Ratazah, we are his hopeful elect that will be beamed up on those chariots into everlasting life. I would like to add to that I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has 100% truth of the Bible. To the men and women that are listening to this video, continue in the faith of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Keep praying, keep repenting, keep the laws and commandment of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14:15, if ye love me, keep my commandment. As you can see here, this young man by the name of Young Dolph was killed a few days ago. So I'm gonna jump into it, and then I'm gonna read a couple verses, and I'm gonna end it right there. Young Dolph, popular Memphis-based rapper, died at 36. Young Dolph, the rapper behind albums like Rich Slave, died in a fatal shooting in Memphis, Tennessee on Wednesday at the age of 36. According to the Memphis Police Chief, Charlene C.J. Davis, the rapper, whose real name is Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., was reportedly buying cookies at Makita homemade butter cookies in Memphis when someone drove up and shot him. This shooting is another example of the senseless gun violence we are experiencing locally and nationwide. Our heart go out to the Thornton family and all who are affected by this horrific act of violence, Davis said. No suspect information is available at this time, according to Davis. She added it was too early to know what the motivation was for the killing. Let's see what this is here. Oh, okay, what is it? Going into something else. I don't know the whole situation behind his death, but as we all know, there are a lot of rappers, especially Chicago rappers, trap house rappers, or whatever. A lot of time, it's what they say will get them killed. Like I said, I don't have the full information. I believe no, as what the chief of police said. We don't have all the information at this time to give out, the full information of why this man died. But as a whole, what you say, this lesson is about, protecting. Be careful about what you say. Because that tongue is very powerful. That tongue can get you in trouble, and that tongue can get you out of trouble. And we as Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American people, we have to understand that you can't say what you want to say to people, because it can automatically take you out of here or put you in the hospital. So let me jump into this lesson, because as they say, you sow what you reap, or you reap what you sow. Let's go straight to the Bible on this, and then I'm going to end it. Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So what you put out there in the world, it's going to come back to you. For a lot of people, they constantly, do wicked things in the world, and they get away with it. But sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you. You're going to reap what you did. Verse 8, for he that soweth to his flesh, a shell of the flesh weep corruption. So if you participating in this world of wickedness, you know, and you enjoying all this money, you know, enjoying being with other men, women, you know they got a husband at home, but you enjoying yourself with these women. You know, corruption is around the corner. Keep on enjoying the flesh of this world, you know, going and just freely, you know, breaking the laws and commandments. You know, you need to come back to the world that Yahweh set up for us to live by, which is in these holy scriptures, keeping these laws and commandments. So by you living of the world, you satisfying your flesh, which will equal corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. So if you praying, fasting, you keeping the Sabbath, you are doing, you know, videos, you out there on the highway and byway, and when you by yourself, you still keeping the laws and commandment. You're not eating pork, you're not eating shrimp, crab, lobster. You know, you're not disrespecting your brothers and sisters. You know, you helping your brothers and sisters. You know, you're not putting on a show when you in front of those cameras or doing a video. You know, you're a solid brother all the way around. So when you sowing to the Spirit, you reap life everlasting. And our main goal is to be on those chariots, you know, surviving Jacob, surviving, you know, the famine and the pestilence and the sword of Jacob's trouble, you know. And we want to be beamed up on those chariots, you know, so that we can get everlasting life. So that's why the brothers are doing the work out there on the highway and byway and doing videos constantly and praying and repenting. We sowing to the Spirit so that we can get that everlasting life. You know, this man right here, you know, when you go check out his lyrics, this says a whole lot about this man right here. You know, was he keeping the laws and commandments? No. Look at his lyrics. You know, and people that know him, they know that he wasn't. You know, he talking about, you know, taking drugs and sacrificing himself. Will he go to hell? And, you know, telling, you know, saying fuck everybody, you know, and all kinds of stuff, you know. I'm not going to read everything that he's saying in here, but you know, he wasn't no saint, you know, no saint, I meant to say. You know, this man here, he just like Job 4:7. Remember, I prayed thee, who ever perished being innocent, or where was the righteous cut off? So this man here, by pushing this poison onto his own people, he's not innocent. He's breaking the laws and commandments by pushing this stuff out, knowing we have a lot of people we have a lot of our own people. They are inspired by this. This is what hyped them up to carry out what they want to do. You know, they get together and roll up their weed and now the, you know, the music in the background playing and now, you know, they finna go do something. You know, they finna start some ruckus. They finna, you know, go fight somebody, shoot somebody. You know, they basically just want to satisfy the flesh instead of satisfying the spirit. You know, so that they can make They can make to to study to show thyself approved unto God. You know, 2 Timothy 2:15. They don't want to do that. You know. Well, let's see. Like I said, I just put some stuff together on this here, on this particular subject here. So let's go to Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy word thou shalt be justified, and by the word thou shalt be condemned. So by your word is going to protect you, going to save you, going to get you out of a lot of trouble. For thy word, if you are being boastful, you know, you threatening your brothers or anybody or whatever, you know, you're going to be condemned for it. Like I said again, I don't know the situation with this young man. I'm just speaking in general of the reason why a lot of rappers are ending up dying, getting killed because of what they say, you know. And we have to be very cautious of what we, you know, say to people out of madness, you know, because you know you reap what you sow, you know, you reap what you sow. Going to go to Job, and I'm gonna end it right there, 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? This man here, I mean, you going back looking at his lyrics, like I said, this says a whole lot. You know, I saw the video, you know, just like a lot of rappers, they love to wear that cross, idolatry, you know. I'm sure he probably ran across some, you know, Israelite men that's out on the highway pushing his truth, but he didn't take heed. You know, in one of his lyrics, it says here, if I sacrifice myself, will I go to hell? So he want to sacrifice himself being in this world. He want to go by the world. He want to have the worldly things. You know, he want to have a lot of money, you know, to do wicked things. That pretty much, you know, he's in the trap house making his money. That's wicked. That's wicked enough right there. You know, you giving your people drugs. Even himself, you know, he admitted, you know, I'm not saying that he was on drugs, but this is what he's saying coming out of his mouth. Either it's fake or this is real life for him. You know, saying that he's leaning on that lean or something to that nature, you know. And, you know, a lot of young folks, they glorify the money, the jewelry, you know, the nice women all around you, you know. And then he justifying Babe pretty much, you know, killing, not him per se, but he said that he have his homeboys, you know, to kill you, you know. So he's drunk with power. He's drunk with power as well. If you know, you got to have some power in order to tell one of your homeboys to go kill that man because you don't like what he said or for whatever reason, you know. So this man here wasn't innocent, you know, and he just had to leave out of here. So now he's in a better place. He's in his right mind. And, you know, the good Lord, he can do anything he wants. You know, if he wanted to show this man that, this how he was in his past life, he would be ashamed in front of the Father and the angels because he's in his right mind now. He's in the spirit world. You know, all that filth, that wickedness of the world is behind him now. So, I'm gonna end it off right there, but we have to understand, as Israelite people, we have to be aware of the tongue. The tongue, has the power of life and death. As Proverbs 18:21. And also Matthew 12:36. So, I'm just paraphrasing this. So every word that a man speaker will be accounted for in judgment. You know, so we have to be careful, be smart, be kind. To your people. Be kind to, when you talk to people, be kind to everybody, because there's a lot of crazy heathen people out there, and we are in a wild, wild, serious times right now, and we all want to be on those chairs. You know, we want to make it through Jacob trouble is what I'm saying, and I want to be that group that you know that got on that chair and never died. In this life here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, and I'll come back on another lesson. Shalom.